Wow. So what is this one?
This is the last one they made for N64.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's always sad to think about. It's like there was an era of N64 games, and then there was just a few that came out when it was like
It was really good.
that GameCube.
When they were
came out,
when they were competing with PlayStation.
yeah. Well, like there's a couple that came out so the GameCube was out, and then N64 was like, but these have been in production. Like we already sent it to production, and then they came out. Like I think one of them was Pikachu. Go Pikachu or something like that.
No,
Let's Go Pikachu.
No. Gosh darn it.
Pika.
It's gonna piss me off now. It's like I choose you Pikachu or something like that.
I choose you. I think that's right. I think it's I choose you Pikachu. And then they apparently remade my favorite game, which made me a nerd. What are you showing?
I'm almost certain there's an easier way to blow up a balloon.
Jeez. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah.
Hey you Pikachu.
Hey you Pikachu.
And you had to talk to it.
But to make myself more of a nerd, the game I loved was Pokemon Snap. And
they
remade it, right?
They didn't remake it. They made a sequel to it.
Oh, they did? Is it on the Switch or something?
Yeah,
or is it
it's on the Switch.
Because I was a photography nerd, and that was my favorite game, and I still would play that game today to be like, I got the best picture of Pidgeotto.
This might be my favorite movie that we've done so far.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is...
or one of the Ninja Turtles movies.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I do like... And
Great Outdoors.
I do like...
Labyrinth.
I didn't do the Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors is still trending as like one of our number ones, dude.
I do like...
it's a fantastic movie.
I do like the original Mortal Kombat. I know it's crap, but I do like it.
That's actually our most controversial episode.
No, the most controversial episode was during the Ninja Turtles when I ruined the last Ronin for that one guy.
Oh my gosh, no, we got new numbers. The Great Outdoors is our second most popular one. Riding the Magic School Bus.
No way.
Is now tops.
That's where I peaked.
Yeah.
That's where I peaked.
That was a good one.
What is she? Is she a witch?
Yeah.
She's a felon.
Yeah, that was a really good. That's one of your best, man. Yeah. That is now at our top with over 6,000 listens, man. That's crazy, dude. I don't know who goes back and is re-listening to that.
You know what's interesting? I wonder if it's because like you see all the memes nowadays where it's like
it's because it's you.
Where the memes that are like, you know, you never feel okay, and then next thing you know, Miss Frizzle's in your anus or something like that. I've seen a lot of memes. I've posted a lot of them too, like that, where it's like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, yeah, we talked about this for an hour.
Yes. I think it's great that like our generation, like people who grew up in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s are starting to like really start posting on social media. Be like, remember how weird this was about? And we just accepted it as like, oh, that's totally fine. Yeah. Like Miss Frizzle, a full-grown adult teacher, is like, we're going to go in this little boy's body.
Hey, but it's like we talked about. Miss Frizzle never seemed creepy with it. Not one time.
Not one time. No. It's just when you explain the concept to somebody. Like, again, like Shane McGill is saying, you talked, like, we all agreed. Shane Gillis, sorry. Shane, not Mick Gillis. Shane Gillis talking about the Special Olympics. Like, hey, it's a great idea. It's wonderful. But if you were the first person to pitch that.
You sound like a crazy asshole. 100%.
Yes.
Hey, the next town over says they got the fastest ones. What do you think we race them?
Should be racing these motherfuckers.
Angel Hernandez retired.
Oh, he did. Thank God, dude.
My buddy Michael, who also works as the MA at our office, just texted me. He's like, my entire X feed is people posting like the Hitler killed himself newspaper clipping, and it's like he's gone. like it's the day that happened in history.
Wow,
but
dude!
It's
Finally,
Angel Hernandez.
You know what the crazy part is?
The umpire in the major leagues.
I'm gonna say right now though that the Holocaust versus MLB,
1,000%. It's just a joke.
It's metaphor. It's simile.
Bad baseball calls versus the Holocaust, the slaughter of 6 million people.
Over.
Jesus.
Over.
Jesus.
Just 6 million.
Oh,
Jesus.
good. So as a society, we carry Angel Hernandez as God.
But the crazy part is, he's not even the worst umpire in Major League Baseball. He's been steadily getting better every year of his career. He's like middle of the road. It's just he's missed so many big calls that people, and he holds the record for most calls overturned in one playoff game.
Well, not only that, but like I kind of feel bad for the guys, especially now with like the strike zone boxes and
we're
it's
so
like,
accurate.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand how it is to be back there live and watching the pitch come in. Like, get rid of all that crap.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the all that analytics. One of the best years in baseball history to me was when the A's made that run that was that turned out that it was Moneyball and all that stuff. But
that movie gets so much fucking wrong.
But at the same time, it kind of like, dude, I don't want all that. I don't want all that shit. Get it out of here. Like, I just want to watch baseball. I don't need like the strike zone and the breakdown by the number of the OP.
Okay,
so I don't even know what OPS or OBI or BBB or TTT. Like, fuck off.
RPI and OPS.
Yeah, you're making that up.
I'm not.
PPOs, HMOs.
Yeah, RPI means I raped that bitch in the what?
Oh, we didn't talk about that. Hold on. We didn't talk about that in last week's Hudson Hawk. How they were raped that, and he was like, "Do you want me to rape them?"
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that Butterfinger? And he's like, "Oh, that's the joke, Butterfinger."
Yeah. It was a different time.
It's different. It was 1980.
That's why I can get away with jokes.
No, it came out in 91.
Yeah, but it came out. But the movie said in 81.
Yeah.
Anyways, no. So you're saying that you would rather have baseball without the box, without the laser, without like the instant replay and stuff, just let it be called as it is.
Just destroying it for me. But like whatever. Like, because especially if you have a bunch of Major League Baseball umpires that are doing their best and they're not like Angel Hernandez was like pretty fucking terrible at times. But like Trejo said, he was getting better and not getting worse. And there are worse than him.
Yeah.
But it's like, I knew his name because he was bad.
Yeah.
And he made bad calls.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying get rid of like, challenging calls and stuff like that, but like balls and strikes, man, being a catcher for as long as I was back there, like it ain't easy.
Pitches are coming in like upwards of 101 miles an hour.
You're doing your absolute best if you're there, and like they're but unions is tough too, because like if you suck real bad, they can't just get rid of you.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that he sued Major League Baseball for discrimination. It's like, no, we weren't discriminating on you because you were Latin. We were discriminating because you were bad.
Right.
Like
this, honestly, though, Angel Hernandez would have been like, if me, you know me and how much I know about baseball, and you put me behind the plate and said you get to call the game. You want me to do that? Are you serious?
It all went back to a game in the early 90s in Chicago.
That's what I'm saying.
When Steve Mondo McMichael did the 7th inning stretch and booed Angel Hernandez, and the crew chief felt bad for Angel and threw him out. Like, ejected Steve McMichael, and everybody thought Angel did it. And it was like, he probably would have, but he didn't.
What a joke, dude. You can't
you can't take it. You have to, in that line of work, you have to know that that's coming.
Yeah, dude. Like, you're a punk ass bitch. You can't take a joke. Get out of here.
What do you do?
You gotta leave.
Yes, that's
you, bro.
That's the attitude. To be like, get out of here. And like, what am I supposed to do? Do I go back inside and eat hot dogs?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Ejected.
So like, if I walk back into my box, are you gonna like come find me and throw me out of here?
No, we're not gonna like physically assault you.
Especially because it's the 8th inning.
Right.
I find it hilarious when they're like, "Get out! You're out of here!" and people explode. They're like, "You're throwing me out!" And it's like, dude, you're going like 30 feet down that
managers
hallway.
and players can't play, and then managers can't technically manage.
You know, you should do. If
start Wedman,
they throw you could. But what we really should do is drink Sunny D.
We should have ourselves a nice Sunny D
responsibly,
and we should grab life by the ball.
Yes, we should.
And if you go on our Etsy shop or our Shopify, you can find these wonderful cups. Look how wonderful they look, and trust me, they're fantastic.
I was really excited when these got here. These are heavy.
The other one already has my drink in it. That's why I'm not drinking out of it.
These are heavy, solid metal cups, man. And you
can find them where?
At Nostalgialand shop on our Etsy or nostalgialandpodcast.com for our Shopify, and they are on both. But these are awesome. These are the 22 ounce tumblers, man, and they are. I'm blown away with their quality, because this is stuff that I design. I send it to a printer. They print it and they send it out to people, and it blew my mind. This is absolutely fantastic. So I love this one. So this is the 90 Jazz. Anyways, grab life by the ball, a true underdog story. I think we should pitch that also. ESPN The Ocho is now a real thing because of this movie.
Yes, 100% because
that
of this movie.
That's amazing. Awesome. How culturally
now all we need is Obscure Sports Quarterly.
The Oso.
What it is the ESPN the 8 the Ocho is a thing because of Jason Bateman.
as Pepper.
Yeah, because the other guy is Cotton, and it's hard to remember that when you're quoting it because he says cot and cotton and cot and cotton, so you connect him to that. But yes, he is Pepper, and the other guy is
good,
Cotton.
Clean family fun there. A
Cot.
Do you know this is the movie that saved Jason Bateman's career?
Is it?
Yes.
That's
so
funny.
he was ready to quit Hollywood. He wasn't really getting anything, and then he was like the last choice for him in this movie, and his performance is what sold him to be comedic.
He kills it.
Yes, because he had done Arrested
And he
Development.
is so good in Ozark.
Yeah, and then how can you take the guy from Ozark? And also, it's the same guy who's sitting next to Cotton. Calling me like, usually pay extra for that, Cotton. Like, the Cotton.
It's not going to be able to see very well with that on, eh, Cot?
I am, what does he say? I am excited or something like that. Or like,
I'm shocked.
I am shocked.
Yeah.
That's it. Anyways, if you haven't guessed already, we're talking about
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
The Doge.
With
the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
I mean, this is a brilliant film. This is my favorite film we've done in a couple of weeks because it's a classic. It still holds up. It's still really funny. It's not like horrible. Like it's not like one of those movies that you're like, oh man, this was made in different times or something like that. Because it's still. I feel like it really, the jokes are solid and they've aged well.
It's a lot of slapstick stuff.
Yeah, it is a lot of physical comedy because nothing's funnier than people getting hit in the face with stuff. Like
I will say that that Justin Long, who actually plays his character's name is Justin in this film, so had to be really easy for him. And
because he used to be a Mac.
well, it's just he's so good at that physical comedy stuff, like the way that he sells stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's really good at it.
Yeah.
And then Stephen Root, he's Gordon in this movie. That guy's funny.
Gordon's the dorky one, right?
Yeah, the one with
he's
the
a dirty
goggles.
Yes.
You gotta get angry.
Yeah.
The one who has the weird, like, Asian wife.
The mail order bride.
Yes.
Help for love.
Love her.
Yeah, that's right. She's calling him a loser, and he's like, "Out for love, yeah, out for love."
I mean, so it's Ben Stiller, Kristen Taylor,
Who is
Vince
Ben
Vaughn.
Stiller's wife
Yes.
in real life.
So weird.
Hysterically, Vince Vaughn, Rip Torn, Justin Long, and Stephen Root, and then it's a good. I mean, Alan Tudyk, who is like, if you look up his roster of what he's been a voice in tons.
Well, Joel Moore is JP from Grandma's Boy.
Oh yeah, and then JP from Grandma's Boy. But Alan Tudyk, he was like, hey,
That's Steve
in
the Pirate,
Moana.
baby.
He's Steve the Pirate in this movie.
That's
which I think
hilarious
is
that he's hey.
Yeah.
He's the chicken in
Moana.
All he does is
great. Yes. Even in that recording, he's like, I went to Juilliard. He's like doing his.
That's funny.
Gary Cole is Cotton McKnight.
Cotton, yeah, dude. Oh my gosh.
Lance Armstrong and Chuck Norris make cameos.
Played themselves.
William Shatner is the Chancellor of Dodgeball.
Hank Azaria in this as the young,
as young Patches.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Yes.
Patches O'Houlihan.
One of the two best characters of the whole movie, Patches O'Houlihan.
And the first one is Pepper.
Yeah.
Pepper's the best character
I
in
don't
this
know.
movie.
What?
I'd say like that's debatable, but I give it to Pepper personally too. But that's debatable because I mean, God, Patches is so funny.
I love. So the movie starts out that it's Vince Vaughn. He owns
Average
he
Joe's
owns
gym.
Average Joe's Gymnasium.
and it's
Ben
across the street.
And Ben Stiller owns Globo. Actually, the movie starts with an infomercial for Globo Gym.
Yes, yeah. Where he's like, "We're better than you."
Here at Globo
We know
Gym,
it.
we're better than you, and we know it.
Which I love. I don't know if you ever tried to do a Vince Vaughn impression, but a Vince Vaughn impression is you just keep talking until you're about out of breath.
Yeah.
You just like until you're.
Yep.
Like you need to take that moment, take a deep breath, you just keep talking and keep going, and then if you're going to be a part of it, you're going to have Average Joe's, and we're not going to.
You just wore out.
Yes, you just wear it out. But Vince Vaughn was such a great choice for this film because he's a great buddy.
He's like
kinda
an
dude.
everyman.
Yes, like
Yeah.
I believe him. It would be weird if this was like Brad Pitt trying to be like, oh yeah, we're all cool,
Yeah,
good
that'll
guys.
work.
You're on Fight Club, dude. You look weird.
Well, the first time you see him, he's going in
He's
his car
asleep.
to the gym,
Or he's asleep
and
on
the
his couch.
guy's Yeah, the dog is in his grundle.
Second grundling. We have another. The grundling.
Start counting our grundles.
They use both words for that because later in the movie when they're playing, they say that they're gonna get their taints hit. And Justin turns to Gordo and he's like, "What does taint mean?" And Gordo's like, "I don't know. It sounds bad."
Yeah. Yeah, and he gets his car pushed up to the front of the gym by the two guys.
Can we talk about how he brushes his teeth with Yoo-hoo?
Oh, is that right?
Skulls.
Disgusting.
Was it Yoo-hoo or was it? I thought it was.
No, it's Yoo-hoo.
Oh, I thought it was a beer. I thought he cracks a beer and he's brushing his
He
teeth.
opens a
and then he takes
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, it's
And
hilarious.
then he goes out, as he's walking to his car outside, he goes to throw the Yoo-hoo away and bounces it off the lawn chair. He's like,
So bizarre.
Oh man. Okay, so he is a disheveled gym owner.
yeah, and he
He's
owns
not doing well.
Average Joe's, which is just exactly what it sounds like. And it looks like the little logo from Fallout.
It
He used
does.
the strength skill
Yeah.
tree, and he's like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
That's their logo.
It does look like that.
And so he walks in and he's greeted by like the people that work at the gym and then he's like the people that go there. And in the very first scene, you get like their personalities. Like he walks in, he talks to the guy who works his desk, which is it's JP's character.
Right.
And he's all meek and he's like, I joined this email dating service and no one's texted me and it's been like 3 months.
Yeah.
And Peter's like, that's all right, man. There's somebody out there for everybody. Just keep putting feelers out. You'll get there. And he's
Yeah.
like, thanks, Peter. Like walks away.
Owen. Sorry.
And-
Owen. Yeah.
thank
Owen.
you.
Yeah.
And then Dwight is Chris Williams who works for him.
Yeah.
And he's like passing out towels and stuff. And then, but he's always wearing a headband.
Yeah.
Dwight always has a headband.
Always sweating.
on.
Yeah.
And then he sees Gordo, who's reading Obscure Sports Quarterly, and he's like, "You catch the game last night?" And he's like, "Can I tell you no?" And he's like, "Curling, man, you missed a doozy. It was a good one."
Did yes. Played by Stephen Root, who's the guy from Office Space. Who
Yeah.
did my stapler. If you need context.
It's so crazy that that's the same guy.
This is
from
the
that
first.
movie.
Well, this is the first time I remember seeing him and being like, "Holy shit, that's the stapler guy." What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Like, yeah,
And then you meet Justin's character, who is stuck in
yes,
in the
dude.
cables because he's trying to lift too much weight. And you get the first flashback to Justin, who's trying to be a cheerleader to
Yeah.
be cool. And
Yes.
his father is like, high school's really changed.
Really, yes. And we
Dude,
get
the
a
girl-
great setup. Lori Beth Denberg.
Yeah, you get
Yeah, from all that.
Yes,
Dude, when she comes out to like do it with him, it's like super funny. But then right before they go, she throws on the line of, "I'm not wearing any panties." It's like,
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
What?
and-
Are you serious?
And even Justin goes,
yes.
I thought she just looks at him and like goes like, "Yes." Is that in the unrated
because
one?
he has the unrated version.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
I watched the PG-13 one.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
on Hulu.
Good.
That's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Stick and stay and make it pay.
And she goes, "I'm not wearing any panties."
Yeah.
Lori Beth Denberg.
And like winks at him.
Yeah.
And then that when she falls on him.
Yeah,
And you get the.
It's a no. No.
Wait, it has to cut. Whatever you do in editing, it has to cut perfectly from Trey saying that to your face going, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, like when they come to get him off, they're like, Justin, you get like a. Like.
Oh my God, this is a completely
So
different
that's
movie
why
for
he's
me
like
now.
the laughing stock of his school because it got like.
What? Because his head was like up her
Lodged.
vagina or something.
Sure, I
Jesus.
wasn't gonna say it, but
Hey, it's all left
It's a
to your
medical
imagination.
term. I mean, like,
It's true.
oh my God.
Hey, so's retard,
dude.
but you can't say that anymore.
Can you though?
whoa,
Can you?
I'm throwing medical terms out there.
now playing
You
left
really need that.
field.
You really
Yes.
need that After Dark account. Is
That's what they
is what
pay
I'm
me
hearing.
for. All right. If you guys are gonna judge me now, I'm out of here.
I'm not judging
I'm not
you.
judging.
I'm not judging
Yeah,
you.
you
It
say
just surprised the crap out of me.
That's what I'm paid to do.
Sure.
And you know how much money I make? None. I got a cup.
This is still
pretty
for fun.
So after he
pretty
meets
dope.
everybody at the gym, you find out. You go in. You cut like to his office, and Christy Taylor, Kate,
Yeah.
in the movie is in there, and he's like, "Okay, it's not my birthday till next month."
Yeah, it's always before. It's always a month away. This guy.
And
Yeah.
you find out that she's a lawyer working for the bank, and he's in foreclosure. And Dwight Goodman, who's Ben Stiller's character, is buying the mortgages on his gym.
Yeah.
So in 30 days, if he doesn't come up with 50 grand, he loses his gym.
$50,000.
50 grand.
So
That's so much money.
So
Even, and back then it was like
It's
even
an
more money.
enormous amount of money.
not to
2004.
Jay-Z. He'll tell you in that song that we can't say the title of. What's 50 grand to a man like me? Just please remind me.
Let's not.
Let's get
You know,
culturally.
any day now it's going to come out that those big scary lips did something to children.
Oh God! Oh God! First it's P Diddy and now
P. Diddy?
Pee Wee Diddy. First of all, it was Pee Wee Diddy.
That's why when I was a kid, things were great because Pee Wee Herman just touched himself. He didn't touch anybody else. And they arrested that man for that.
Yeah.
Has P. Diddy been arrested? No.
Like Pee Wee Diddy.
Hopefully, by the time this came out, he's been.
They got a little bit of time.
So then the plot is, how can we save the gym? So he has like a meeting.
I love how he basically goes to them and he's like, "Hey,
We're gonna lose the gym.
we're fucked."
just to like his members, just like, hey, all 6 of you who come in here,
Well, and then
been supporting
Justin
my life.
does like the whole like, Gordo, where do you go when your wife changes the locks? Average Joe's.
That's it.
Right.
And he's like, and he's
Sleep on the couch.
yeah, and he's like, where do you go? And he looks at Steve,
The pirate.
who's the pirate, and he's like, where do you go to do whatever it is that you do? And he's like, Steve be the only, Joe's be the only place for Steve.
Just the fact to have a guy in this movie that believes he's a pirate, like outright pirate. He attacks Vince Vaughn
In the beginning of the
in
movie.
the beginning of the movie.
He's like,
He's
I'd be a little late on me fee this month. He's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, in exchange for your kindness, I'll be splitting my buried treasure.
Yeah, I'll be splitting my buried treasure.
Once I find that may
Get that.
and then he's like, I'll be on the stairmaster.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be on this stair. I love that line though. Our Average Joe's be the only place for me
Steve.
or for Steve.
For Steve.
So that's when you get the classic line of like, I'm open to suggestions. And
Yeah.
he's drinking and he's like, we could sell blood and semen.
Yeah, and everybody, that's the black dude with the headband, and everybody looks at him like, what the hell are you talking about? And he says,
Not mixed together.
Not mixed together. Jesus.
it's one of the funniest lines in the movie. Not mixed
Not mixed
together.
together.
The fact that they all assumed he meant like in the same cup or something is awful.
Well, it's
like,
just an off-the-wall suggestion to make $50,000.
You gotta sell
How
a
we doing
shitload
that?
of blood and semen.
What are you selling to like vampires?
I guess so.
Just a premium blood and
Yeah,
premium
you're
semen.
in a Blade. It turns into a Blade movie.
I have to tell you. So I keep seeing this meme pop up where it's like a vampire keeps turning vegans into vampires, and he's like, "You have to stop doing that." He's like, "But they get so pissed off."
Stop.
That's funny.
You have to stop.
So then they have the idea to have a car wash,
Oh, this
Oh,
one, dude.
My goodness gracious!
and it's
I
them.
don't know about the unrated
Is it
one.
Globo Gym across the street? No, right? It's
No,
just like random
There's like a
cheerleaders.
cheerleading squad across
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
street
Yeah.
that has a car wash.
And like what? So they decide to go out there, and it's all the guys, of course, because
Well, it
they don't
says
have
it.
any chicks.
Yeah.
And it says it on the
All
banner.
male car
All male
wash.
car wash. Yeah.
And there's the one super lifted truck.
Yeah.
With the guy standing there
Gordo
and the
comes-
dog, but then
Gordo-
and Justin Long is there like cleaning the tires, and nothing is said, and then the whole scene happens where Gordo's like, it's too bad that they're having the car wash across the street at the same
Yeah.
time, but we've just had the one customer who keeps asking Justin to wash his truck
comes
like
over and he's like,
over.
and he's like, hey guys, might be time to pull the plug on the whole thing because we haven't had many customers except that one weird guy that keeps paying Justin to wash his truck.
That's right. And that dude.
and the
belly
dog
out.
is like,
Yeah, he's wearing like a shirt that's not big enough, so
Yeah.
it's like a crop top.
Belly out, and he's circling his belly button the whole time.
He's poking it.
Oh yeah, he's getting in that, and he goes, "Get in there, nice
giving me
and
one of
deep
them.
like." Oh my lord! Did the unrated one give that?
no.
Jeez,
I'm
that's
just saying,
gotta
that's
give
what's
it-
coming.
So
Oh
funny,
lord!
man.
No, but like,
I freaking love this movie.
if all you listening out there, if you really
I
want to
told
get Trey
Trey,
going,
I told
talk
Trey
to him
we were
about
talking about it the
Dodgeball.
other day, and I told him like I still think it's really funny. I still like it a lot. it does not hold up for me the way it did.
When he told me that, I go, "That's how you know I have the humor of a 5th grader."
Now I love it. I could watch it, whatever, but it's I don't have the I don't
not the same fondness for it.
Live in that same humor, I guess, anymore.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it was kind of depressing for me. I'm like, am I old?
This was one of those movies that in
used to
high
laugh
school
at
when I was
this.
reading scouting reports on teams who were playing, it was on in the background.
He's making that up. It's not how a microwave works.
Or if we had a team get together, we'd all hang out at somebody's house.
There you go. That's perfect.
Everybody always
Dodgeball.
Everybody always owned this movie. It was something that everybody always had.
Yes, this was one of the first
I own
movies.
this movie. Still, yeah, of course.
This is one of the
This
first
or
movies.
Superbad. The other one was Superbad.
Oh my god.
No, this was the rated one, the PG-13 one, was the one that we could own, and it could be on the background and stuff like that, and wasn't horrible, but it was still funny. My parents would watch it because it's people getting hit in the face with a bunch of random shit.
The comedy zone, as they called it.
But Ben Stiller is the owner of
Globo
Gym. And
Glombo.
I was gonna say, oh no, I'm thinking of Tommy Boy or something.
There's some tits.
The movie behind you.
Oh, is there? Oh damn.
You see it?
You're gonna have to cut them out.
I'm gonna have to cut those. Anyway, so we're gonna pan to Trey while I'm talking right now.
That's fine.
Fair enough.
I'm laughing so much that the program that he uses to help edit's probably gonna pick me up anyway.
It's just gonna
For
be
sure,
here.
100%.
Anyway, so Ben Stiller's across the street, and he used to be really fat. And there's a couple of the scenes where he's torturing himself about, yeah, big boy, you want that donut. And he has these electrodes
the next scene
on his nipples.
Yeah.
And he's trying to
He has
torture
a car
himself.
battery hooked up to his
Yes,
nipples.
yes. And the whole time he's like, yeah, you want that, big boy. You want it. And he's about to take a bite of a glazed donut. He starts electrocuting himself. And there's a part of it is only Ben Stiller would be thinking of that in this movie. Because it's his style of comedy.
And he took his hair from Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he said it was super blown out, mullet,
Yeah.
Farrah Fawcett style mullet.
Yes.
It looks like he's in an 80s home exercise video.
Yeah.
He should be
Like
dating
Farrah
Olivia
Fawcett.
Newton-John.
Yeah. Where does the handlebar mustache come from?
Him?
though?
That's just him, man.
Horrible. It's
And his
one
name
of-
is White Goodman.
White Goodman.
Dude,
Yes.
his best line in the whole movie though is when he tries to go to her house to ask her out. The lawyer, what's her name?
Kate.
Kate.
Yeah.
He tries to go to Kate's house to ask her out, and Peter's already there, and he's all upset, and he's like, and he gets punched in the face by Peter.
No, she slams his face into the. He tries.
Yeah,
to
because he
kiss,
tries to kiss her.
And you don't get to touch me.
That's right.
Ever.
That's right.
Yes.
And he's like, nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody.
What the? And then right after that, snaps his fingers, and fucking Michelle
pulls up.
on the Vespa.
the biggest black dude I've ever seen in my life is ring, super quick.
Jamal Duff.
Yeah.
Jamal
He's
Duff. He
gigantic.
is so funny
Duff.
in this movie.
He's huge.
He was in Transformers and the Marine and all
Yeah.
this. Good Lord. Yeah.
what was he
gets-
in the Marina building?
The only
was a
guy.
warship.
The only guy that can make John Cena look normal.
He would have been great in a Hulk Hogan movie.
Stone Cold Steve Austin's agent told him not to take that role. Stone Cold was like, "Yep, fired him."
Oh, really? No, I mean,
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's White Goodman's whole thing is his lines are the best because there's a lot of innuendos, a lot of stuff he doesn't mean to say that's it's kind of gay and it definitely has
That same,
double entendre and stuff. And he doesn't realize it. It's hilarious.
It's got a lot of
same
homosexual
interaction-
overtones.
That same interaction where he's like, "You want to get naughty? I can
gonna
get
go.
real freaking naughty."
And that's his wife.
That's
is
why
the
it's funny.
best, yes.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
Yeah, I think
because she
that's-
gets
yeah.
to pretend she's repulsed by him.
Yes, the whole time. Well, I love it. And the first time he meets her,
He pumps up his crotch.
Yeah, he has a crotch.
He has a cup that's
A
filled with
yeah,
air.
and it's like those old sneakers you used to pump up to get some extra air.
Reebok pumps.
Yes, that's it. And he pumps it up, and it just creates. Yeah, it's supposed to create this massive dong. But he comes down the stairs because Michelle's like, she's here, and he's like, give me 30 seconds to bring her in.
And he puts on the zip up.
Yes, Yes, and he runs up the stairs carrying a book, and he comes down and he's reading the dictionary.
And she's like, "Are you reading the dictionary?"
He's like, "Oh."
And then what does he say?
You caught me. I like to break a mind sweat as well. And then he's like, the whole thing, he's sitting there having this whole conversation
And
with
he's
her.
like scooting towards her.
with his crotch just over and over
He's like
again.
a dog rubbing his butt on the carpet.
Dude, and then at the end he asks her out.
We should mate.
We should
What?
mate.
And
What?
she's like,
What?
I'm sorry, I just threw up a little in my mouth right just now. She's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
she's super funny.
The only thing I could think like to say bad about her in the whole movie was they probably should have shaved her mustache.
Oh, yeah? I didn't notice
Well,
any of
she
that.
is
Yeah.
bisexual.
And I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's shadow or what, but there's parts where it's like,
You see a little hair, a little thicker. Is it a little thicker than mine?
I mean, she is a beautiful woman.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Good for
like,
you, Mr. Stiller.
killing it. And she is so funny, so funny.
Is she in Mystery Men too?
Oh, good
I'd have to
question.
watch it again, but I think so.
Let me look it up.
I'm not 100%.
Blue Rock, Johnny.
Dude, we're gonna cover that movie for sure.
We got it. We got to see if we can get Tanner on.
She's in Zoolander, The Wedding Singer, a very Brady sequel. Which the whole if you
Oh
never,
well, she was in the
Yeah,
Brady
she's like
Bunch.
Marsha.
She's Marsha.
dude, the '90s Brady Bunch movies are so funny.
Yeah, they are.
How what's her name? Not Marsha, the other one who is pissed off that Marsha gets all the
The
attention.
one that delivers the Marsha line.
yeah,
Jan.
Jan, thank you. And she has that like
Jan.
she has like that other voice. Have you seen those clips?
Inner voice.
She has an inner voice where she's like, she's like, you should do the better thing, and then he's like, I'm in here too. You should kill your family, and she's like, who are you?
Right.
I've lost both. Of them.
Dude, this guy just thrown out like.
Lost both of them now.
Okay, so growing up together,
Okay.
you develop these little lines, these like movie lines and stuff that you can just like
You could just
at
toss
any
out.
moment
Set it up so
you just drop it and there it is.
It's
And
like a grenade.
fuck.
You just pull that pin.
Yeah.
You
Oh my
chuck it
God,
in.
Mae Young. Sorry. Oh my God, she's like in a. Oh,
Let's go.
Dude.
Let's go.
what were they thinking when they made this game? Sorry.
Everyone listening.
Yes, for reference, we have WWF. What is it?
No mercy.
No Mercy.
No Mercy on the
old school
N64.
N64 game come out, and an old ass woman in like a singlet just came out
And it's getting
right as I
torn to
went to
shreds by
say something to
Taz.
Trey, which is like right at this screen, and she's
Yeah.
running down the
Yeah.
aisle.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, anyways, you were saying tiny little quotes that get you guys.
yeah, and he
over
just
the top.
You were saying something, and he threw one out, and it just made me come unglued.
You were talking about
Sorry.
inner voice, so we always do this. So we go inner voice.
inner voice. Inner voice.
What on
I
earth
forget
is
what
that
it's
from?
That's the
Is it
thing
from
though. Like
Slacker? No, it's not from Slacker.
it's from. I don't know. It could be.
It's
But
just
there's
gonna
like
drive
those
us
lines
nuts.
that like it's a throwaway movie, but that one line
Yeah.
sticks with you, and you're like, so someone will say like, oh yeah, my inner voice was telling me, and the other person that knows is like. Inner voice, and you're like, "Oh God!" Like now I'm gonna laugh in this person's face who's talking to me seriously. But
So
yeah,
you set it up perfect because I got two of them.
yeah.
Oh, you did. What was the one?
The first one was oh shoot, what were you talking about?
I don't remember that.
I can't remember,
that
but they
either,
were
yeah.
back to back, and I hit him with one, and I hit him with the inner voice.
There's something about
It was
Kate
something about the Brady's.
in the Brady's. Oh,
Yeah.
she has the demonic inner voice that
Maybe.
suddenly
And
And
shows
that's when
up.
he said,
Inner voice. Inner voice.
"It's like that's not how a microwave works." That's like an inside joke
Yeah.
that just keeps coming up all the time. Where it's like, if you're saying something dumb to me, the only thing I have to say is, "That's not how a microwave works." And you know that, like, okay.
Wait, see, that's the point of the show, though. That's the point of the show. We're bringing our audience.
Yeah, we're
back,
trying to like
back in the playroom. You're
connect
part
us.
of the family.
We're all here.
Jump
we're all
in.
doing it together.
Yes.
we're all
So-
part of this.
You people out there, you tell people that's not how a microwave works.
Oh,
Or-
for sure.
inner voice.
If someone's being stupid, look at me in my eyes. If somebody's being
I'm
stupid,
Captain now.
I'm the captain now.
I think-
If you hit them with "that's not how a microwave works" and they keep talking, you're done with them. At least for that conversation.
Just keep moving on.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Dude, we had the
Oh my
funniest thing
God,
happen
dude.
where I have a buddy that works with
Sorry, my shoulders.
he works with like internet cable and fiber and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And another friend's dad was like, "Hey, so if I switch to like fiber or whatever," and the dad has always tried to stay up with the times and like the changes, like
Yeah.
He
we
was-
got dial up now. Great.
He was on the forefront of like they had a computer when nobody else did. They had the internet when nobody else
You
did.
talked about this guy before,
right?
Yes.
And like they were always like that. But you know, as you get older, it's harder and harder to keep up with that kind of stuff. And you're just kind of like, now we're just keeping up with the Joneses. Like, oh, fiber came to my neighborhood. AT&T's hassling me to get it. I'll get it.
Right.
Oh, look, my internet's super fast. Whatever. But you're not like breaking ground over here. You don't really need it. It's just that's the new best thing. Yeah. So he is asking this guy who for a living does this. And he's like, hey, so maybe I was thinking I should get like a T1 line to my house, which back in the day, getting a T1 line was like, that's insane to think.
Yeah, like what are you like on, but you work for NASA?
Right, like what are you doing? Like, do you do something where you need the internet like all the time? You need super fast internet?
Checking in on the CIA?
Now fiber internet is like way faster.
He's part of the candy bar mafia.
That's right.
From Hudson.
He's Butterfinger. 100%. But anyway, that's not how a microwave works. But so he asks this guy a bunch of questions about the fiber and T1 and fiber and T1. And he's like, no, you wouldn't, like, T1 is dumb.
That's
like,
crazy. Yeah.
Like, that's old. Like, fiber is it's leaps and bounds beyond what you're talking about.
Okay.
And he comes to him and asks him this question. This is what this guy does for a living. He's done this for 20 years, 15 years now. And when he gets the answer, he goes, yeah, I don't think that's right. I had to hey, you're cool, bro. You're cool. You're cool. Just stay. That's not how a microwave works. And he was like, you're right. That's not how a microwave works. And sat back.
The reason that resonates with me is because we have an uncle who asked me the same thing about total hip replacement. And I went through the whole procedure and why one is better than the other. And he's like, no, my doctor said the other one's better. And I just wanted to go, then why did you ask?
Why are you talking to me still?
Cool, man. Get whatever you want.
Dude, I had a girl do the same thing to me with climate change, where she's like, what's your opinion? Because I'm super scared. I'm like, I wouldn't be really scared about it because nothing they said is happening yet. And if it does, it's not like you can't get away from it.
Yeah.
You just move inland a little bit and you're all right, or move north or move. And she's like, oh my gosh, but we're all going to die. True. Okay, we're done talking now. It's you obviously you're too scared and you don't want to hear this. But
I love how this movie of Dodgeball has brought up
all it took was
inner voice.
Inner voice.
Oh, the double was that, and then Mae Young running out. That was the one too.
She's still in the ring in the game.
Yeah.
And HBK's in there now.
She's doing
the rest of them are great. Bossman Taz, HBK, and Mae Young in a singlet with her whole hoot
she
nanny
had that whole
hanging
storyline
out.
with Mark Henry where they gave.
Let's not. Okay.
All right. Okay. Anyway, so back to Dodgeball. They find out that they need $50,000 and they're trying to find a way to raise it.
They get back from the car wash and he's handing out beers and he goes to throw one to Justin and it
Owen?
hits off his finger.
Yes.
No, Owen just doesn't react.
He doesn't even look at it. It just goes flying by him. That's it.
And it cuts back to Vince Vaughn and he's like,
all right.
He just accepts it because he knows who he hangs out with.
He's like, look, guys, we tried. If an impromptu car wash doesn't save this thing, then...
Some of those lines that he have are sneakily the funniest things.
I'll go turn on the thong song and we'll break this thing down old school.
I'm going to destroy some furniture or something. That's how he's like, I'm going to destroy this place.
So he's like, and he tells him if there was a way to save this place short of robbing a bank, I'd do it. And he's like, I read about it in Obscure Sports Quarterly all the time. I can't believe it. How's Dodgeball going to help? He's like, because there's a cash prize for the first place winner. How much is it? $50,000. It throws it down on the table.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, I know Dodgeball. It shows a video about it at school. And he's like, can you get your hands on that tape?
Yeah, it's going to change their whole understanding, about the game.
The dude with the headband.
The tape is so awesome.
The dude with the headband's the one that asks him, can you get your hands on that tape?
It's from 1955.
It's Hank Azaria. Yeah, in black and white.
And the kid
I love
is
Hank Azaria.
And
he's so funny.
The best part is the kid's painting a fence, and he's like, "Hey, Timmy, you want to take a break from that lead-based
paint?" Yeah. Oh, all the things.
Patches of Houlihan. And he's like, and the best, so he goes through the whole thing, and that's where you learn about the 5 Ds of Dodgeball: the dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
I love how even in the original video, He's like dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Yes, like his
So
little
confused.
his little subtle like
like the inflection
dodge.
on the
Like,
end of his
all right,
voice.
Shit, like we
And
ran out of things.
The
to say.
best line in that movie is like, remember, dodgeball's a physical game.
Yeah.
So you always want to pick the bigger, stronger kids on
kids.
your team. That way you can gang up on the weaker ones.
That's it.
Like
And then
Winston here.
They turn to a little nerdy kid and they chuck this dodgeball at him so hard. It reminded me of like people talking about when they made Billy Madison.
Yeah.
And how Adam Sandler
Now
called.
you're all in big.
Yeah.
Big
Adam
trouble.
Sandler called up one of the production assistants and was like, tomorrow I want you to deflate the dodgeballs because he wanted to really beam these kids because nothing's funnier than hitting people with a dodgeball.
You get like the little thing. But anyway,
Yeah.
so he signs him up for a regional qualifier and they have to play the next day.
The Girl Scouts, isn't it?
Well,
Yes.
they get there and he's like, who are we playing? He's like, Troop 115. And Steve the Pirate's like, Gar, we're playing Boy Scouts.
It's like, no.
Pete's like, not quite.
Which, like, in the end of the movie, where they realize that the whole, like, there's no other, like, little children
No,
team in
that's
Las
it.
Vegas.
Yeah.
It's just them. They would have been out of place anyways.
So they're actually beating average Joes.
Yeah.
And Peter hits one of the girls and she's like, why would you hit a girl? Why would you do that? And he gets hit in the face and he has one of his best comebacks. He's like, you're adopted. Your parents
That's
don't
it.
even love
You're adopted. Your parents don't love you. Yeah.
you. Sorry.
It's all right. I took
Your
offense.
parents do. You've met them.
But
You're
yeah,
fine.
they like me. They like me, all right. It's all right. No, but so they get
then-
disqualified. They lose, but the Girl Scouts get
because
disqualified.
one of their players tested positive for PEDs.
Okay, wait. How ridiculous is this scene when the guy comes out and has to like say, you know, I'm sorry, but you know, according to ADA rules, we've got a like
Drug test.
and one of you tested positive. And
For-
it scans down the girls
For human growth hormone and a low dose horse tranquilizer.
and the last one is Leah Thomas.
Oh, yes.
No, actually, it's Bernice.
Right.
I know. But there's this girl with like full facial hair.
It's presented by Booger, by the way, from Revenge
goes-
of the Nerds.
Yes.
And she
The
goes,
saddest part is Nostalgia Land After Dark. For a moment here, this is life now.
and then it was a joke.
Back then it was a joke. Now it's just that's a lady.
reality.
You gotta
The
let her
The
compete.
best is like the head of the troop is like, damn you, Bernice. And
Damn
she
you,
starts
Dude, it's-
crying and it's like,
Awful.
So brutal.
so they qualify and like everybody's pumped up and Peter's like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Now we gotta go.
Dude, the whole time it feels like he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't really want to
Yeah,
do
he's,
this.
he's a part of it. He's like, I'm
So
all right, let's do
Kate
it.
is there watching, and they go out to celebrate at the bar, and they figure out that she can play.
Yeah.
And he's like,
She can throw.
Yeah, and he's like, you should join the team. And she's like, no. And then they come in, and it's Dwight with his team. It's White with his
Oh my
new
God,
team,
dude.
and he's
Yeah.
like, I want to introduce you to.
It's so funny how you do the same thing that
Call him
like my
Dwight.
brain does, where
Yeah.
it's like you want to call him Dwight.
Yes.
Because White is such a weird off name. But yeah, go ahead.
and
He's
he's
White
like,
Goodman.
this is Blade, and he like crosses his arms like, this is
No.
Laser.
No. That first guy bites the air.
Oh, that's right.
He goes, this is Blade. He goes,
He goes, this is Laser. And then he goes, this is. You got him.
Dude, the way you did that was so perfect. Like that was perfect. That was perfect. Anyway,
it's one of my
This is
favorite
Blade.
things. All right, sorry.
Laser. Blazer.
Laser.
And he's like, I believe you all know my fitness consigliere, Michelle.
Michelle.
And then he's like, meet Strand, Stelinoskovich, Romankowski.
Gosh, yes. Let me look her up because she's actually really pretty in real
Yeah.
life. I remember her.
dude, and she is hysterical.
And she has the
Because
princess.
it's just
she has
the look.
Princess Leia buns,
Yeah.
a unibrow, way too much lipstick,
Dude.
and like those fake teeth that you get out of the little vending
Yes,
machines.
exactly.
Dude, those
She's
teeth come out,
hysterical in
and
this
they're-
movie, and she doesn't say like a single word almost.
She in Vegas
says, like, maybe 5 words.
because Owen likes her, and
Right.
and he goes up to her at a bar later in the movie, and she goes, "You are the one that stares at me."
You're the one.
So he's like her team in Trans Romania or something like that. He makes up something. He's like, her nuclear power plant has won the league 5 years.
That's right.
Which makes her the deadliest woman on earth with a dodgeball.
I can't find her.
And he goes, Fran, show them what you do. And she grabs a dodgeball and hurls it at a guy next to a jukebox, and he passes out.
Dude, and the scene continues, and I think it's the guy with the headband, right?
And he goes, he's dead.
Hey, I think that guy's dead. And it pans over, and he's just on the ground next to the. I just hit my tooth with that microphone, nasty. But he's sitting next to the jukebox on the ground, like, and there's just like crap all over, like broken, and he's like, ah.
Yeah. So
Missy Pyle, Missy Pyle is who plays Fran, and she was in Galaxy Quest. She was the love interest in Galaxy Quest.
Oh yeah, she's the alien.
Yeah, she's the alien. Yes,
that's right. I forgot.
Really unique face.
She's so funny.
When you add those teeth to it,
like,
man,
you
it's
see
just
pictures
so
of her. It's only when like they slick her hair back and like do a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah,
she can do like the really creepy face.
Yeah,
because you see like normal pictures of her and she looks fine.
Yeah,
she's super funny.
But anyway, then Patches finds him outside of the bar, and he's like, listen up, queerback.
Dude, the stuff he says the whole movie is hysterical. All this stuff he's calling this.
His nicknames for Peter are the best.
Yeah.
What does he call him?
He's like, he calls him queerback.
Yeah, at that part.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, what do you? Okay, sir. He's like, I ain't crazy, and I ain't a man.
Yes.
He goes, the name's Patches O'Houlihan.
Okay, so you know in the beginning when they're like when they're training with him, and he's the famous if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. So
Rip
Torn is so funny, but when the wrenches were made out of like rubber, but they were hardened rubber, so that they wouldn't hurt them when they hit them. And it wasn't Rip Torn throwing them; it was the director. Who, if you look up the director, his name's like Rawson. Some like, who the fuck names these people?
Okay, you ready for that? It's Rawson Marshall Thurber.
Thurber.
Yeah, it like watching all the behind the scenes.
Shouldn't your baby be a Thurber baby?
It's true.
He wrote it.
Watching all the behind the scenes stuff, I'm like so confused by it. And it's like him and his brother too. I think his brother helped him write it.
Yeah,
but he gets the credit for it. But when he was the one off screen chucking the wrenches, and the first wrench that hit Justin Long split his eyebrow open.
Oh my god!
He was bleeding like all over the place. And then later, like a second story was, I guess they don't film movies the way you think they do. So like they film the reactions, but Rip Torn's not actually there throwing so they go to film the scene where he's like supposed to be throwing them and he's doing all his lines. So Justin Long is trying to give him like, he's there trying to help him and like act out, oh, I'm hurt, and rolling around on the ground. And Rip Torn is like, what the hell is this fucking kid doing? What the fuck is he doing? And then like he's like, he thought he was like acting, so he kept going, and he was like, it kept going. He's like, no, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Like all this stuff. Yeah, it's really funny. I thought it was hysterical.
There's some of those like those behind the scenes like documentaries that are sometimes better than the movies that they actually make.
Well, this was the first movie, I think, ever where they kind of caught on, because back in the day, welcome to nostalgia, DVDs, they made them do commentaries on the movie.
They had bonus features like bloopers.
They had deleted scenes, bloopers, extended scenes, alternate endings. So this was like one of the first movies where they took it and they had a good time with it. They were like, fuck you, like this is retarded that you're making us do this. And so like for one of the commentaries, it was the director, Vince Vaughn, and Ben Stiller. The director and Vince Vaughn are there from the beginning. Vince Vaughn is like eating potato chips and drinking and like
heavily.
Sounds like he's getting wasted.
Yeah.
Then like 20 minutes into the movie, Ben Stiller finally shows up and then is complaining like he's worried about his car. And he's constantly like, hey, like every 15, 20 minutes, someone needs to go out and check on my car because I'm like a little freaked out about it. And then if you listen to the whole thing at like 20 minutes before the movie ends, they leave. They just walk out. And the like sound guys, like production guys, like freak out and they just put on some random document. Like
like a nature documentary,
no,
or
like
something?
like voiceover, like a random commentary.
Oh, that's hilarious.
For like another movie, they just play that and like, we don't notice.
Hopefully they fell asleep, Ed.
Because I know like Superbad or one of those like Jonah Hill movies,
He walks out of
they
one.
get in like a fight and he leaves.
Oh yes,
And I've heard like conflicting stories like
that's real.
It was real, it wasn't real, it was real, it wasn't real. But if you listen to it, if it ain't real, it sounds
It's
real.
really good acting.
I think it's like because I mean the only people who would go and listen or watch the movies with that commentary on it is people like us. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
there's
for
a
everybody.
word. What is that? Losers.
Oh, that's.
I thought it
one.
was.
My
I thought it was
gosh.
cinephiles.
Yeah, same.
Cinephile sounds dirty.
That's the point.
I'd rather sound dirty than be a loser.
So Patches is
hooligan.
like training these guys, and they get this cutout of Ben Stiller that he sends as an insult.
Necessary?
Yeah, is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? No, but I do it anyway because it's sterile. I like the taste.
And only that Rip Torn could deliver that line.
Sterile.
The only other person that I could think could do it, even anywhere like that, is Christopher Lloyd.
Or
Okay, sure,
Ron Swanson.
yeah, but it's sterile.
Ron Swanson could do it.
Dude, but that he doesn't get the crazy
That's
like
true.
that.
Yes.
Like when imagine when he's in Dennis the Menace. He's like,
Oh, yeah, what you there, boy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rip Torn
Sterile.
feels off. Like or Gary Busey.
Gary
would be great.
Busey could do it.
Dude,
Yes.
Gary Busey would be way too terrifying.
Yeah, he's really doing that.
He'd
This
be
is
like, if you can dodge a
He'd be like,
bullet, you
"Hey,
can dodge a ball.
eat burritos backwards?
Why are you chasing me around the set?
I'm gonna make you dodge buttered sausage because I don't know what it's doing. What is it?
Why does it taste good? What is it doing?
So then he has them do things like dodge traffic and stuff like that.
Dodge wrenches, dodge, yeah.
But they start to get good, and then there's a scene where Dwight fires Kate as the lawyer. He calls the bank that she's the lawyer for, and
Because
tells
she
them-
won't date
because
somebody.
she won't date him because they're
They're
clients.
working together.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, I called the bank and told them that you were stealing and
Yes,
that you were
that's
that you were drinking and sleeping on the job."
Oh my god, dude.
And she's like, "Why would you do that?" He's like, "I'm ready to begin my courtship with you."
It's so
Dude,
weird, dude.
That is exactly how I pick up women.
That's right.
I get them fired.
Until I'm ready to
So
ready
then
to start my
Vince
course.
Vaughn, that's the whole scene with like the nobody makes me bleed my own blood, and he
Yeah.
snaps
Nobody.
and Michelle pulls up.
Dude, that's so funny.
And then Vince Vaughn, the way he gets into her house, he's like, "Do I smell cookies?" And I don't know. This never has a payoff later in the movie, but she's like obsessed with unicorns. Like,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he
So-
just like
when he
he's
walks
like,
in the
"Whoa."
room and he
goes, "Dear Barbara."
Oh wow.
dude, Vince Vaughn is amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Have you ever seen Swingers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We will
that's-
cover Swingers
Yeah,
one
yeah,
day.
one of these
But one
days.
of my favorite
Hey,
Vince Vaughn.
hey,
lines-
Mikey, look at his legs. Look at his little legs are
Look at his
kicking.
legs kicking.
They're kicking.
I like the one that he did with Jennifer Aniston. Where he's
Oh, that's
like,
another great
What about
movie.
your sister? She's like, "My sister has been through a lot." And he goes, "Yeah, of dick."
Of dick.
That's the breakup. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
good.
anyway, when the whole thing happens that he gets her fired, she agrees to play.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the whole time, the guy with the headband keeps going, "She's a lesbian."
Yeah.
Oh,
The
that's
whole
right.
movie.
Yeah.
The whole movie,
Yeah.
he keeps
like,
mentioning it.
He's like, "She's not a lesbian," and Patch is like, "I don't know, but that dyke can play."
yeah, that's right. I don't know, but that dyke can play.
Jesus.
But one of my favorite lines of that is she throws and she knocks the head off of White Goodman's little cutout that which we find out has been
It's a
secretly
camera. That's
a
how he
cord.
knows they're playing
It's
dodgeball.
the
and all
funniest
this.
line from Michelle. He runs in and he goes, "What about the girl? She could throw."
And then he interrupts him during his private reflection time where he's shoving
A pizza down his
in
pants. Jeez, dude. Yeah.
So anyway, they go to Vegas to go to this big dodgeball tournament, and that's where you meet the best character in the movie. That's where you meet.
Jason
that's where you
Bateman.
meet Pepper.
Jason Bateman.
And they're the two like commentators. He's like, this is an event better than the World Cup, World Series, and World Series of Poker combined.
But that's where we get ESPN 8 the Ocho for the
Exactly.
first time.
Ocho. Yeah.
Well, he Gordy says it. He's like, I was watching on ESPN 8 though.
No, but I mean, like, this is what brings us to.
Yeah, this is where they
have
And
like the whole production.
Now, 20 years later.
They have the one where the robots are throwing a dodgeball like through all of the hotels, knocking the head off the other robot.
Oh my God, that's right.
So they get there, and their first game, JP's character, gosh darn it,
They lost the.
Owen had bought them new jerseys and the wrong box of shit, and it's all the like BDSM gear.
Yes,
and they're like, we'll just play what we have on, and Gordo's like, nope, team has to have matching uniforms. Yep. So they wear all this like leathers,
the bondage,
and Owen's wearing the mouth ball gag, dude.
Like, no, it's not a ball gag. It's like a crop. It's like a riding crop.
Dude, yeah, that's it.
And so. They win the game. They're
win.
walking off, and they see their jerseys on the other team.
Dude, that guy is so
people.
And Vince Vaughn's wearing a choker that says "Daddy," and he goes, "You must be Daddy."
You must be Daddy, huh?
To the super old dude.
Yeah,
so weird.
And we mean old, dude. Like it's geriatric.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, he's like in his 80s.
No, he's like in his 90s.
Oh my gosh, and definitely not the group you would expect for that. But so they go through this whole tournament, and like,
and then they get their average Joe's
uniforms
back.
They get their uniforms back. Justin finds out that like the girl he likes is there for a cheer competition.
For the same competition that his head got pulled out of the other girl's vagina.
They're making fun of him, her boyfriend or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to ride the roller coaster. And he's like, my cousin Ray, or don't worry, he may fall off and break every bone in his body.
That's
He's like, hey. And he goes, what? My cousin Ray? Boop. Dead. And so they go through this whole tournament, and you get like funny teams, like the German team's obsessed with David Hasselhoff.
And Hasselhoff shows up and he's coaching the team,
and he's like,
and that was like a super last minute like thing for them.
And he was down to do it.
Brilliant of Hasselhoff.
He's like,
to do
you're
it.
all losers.
Yes.
And in the outtakes, he's doing that whole like thing where he's yelling at him, calling them losers, and then he does this, and he goes, Kit, pick me up.
Well, Shatner makes an appearance, but
he's the commission. He's the chancellor.
That's it of dodgeball.
So
he like starts off the tournament, right?
He starts it and then he ends it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they get to Dwight. They show like White doing all this stuff where he's like,
you still want to call him Dwight,
and they're like, it's got to be the hair, Cotton. It's majestic, and it's all these slow motion shots of him like diving and stuff. And they play this Japanese team where he's like Mitsusushi Hiroki Kamikaze. Just keep naming like bad Japanese words, and White's like peekaboo. Like
that's right. And Michelle bends down and throws it over Michelle. And knocks the guy in the head.
And then this guy, like, you see people get hit in the balls, and Jason Bateman's like, "Ouchtown, population, you, bro."
Jason Bateman steals this third act, like everything about it is this whole.
They'll be like,
it's even longer than that. I feel like it's like the third and fourth act. It's like it's all like there a lot of funny things happen, but every time he shows up, it's like, oh my gosh. Dude.
And there's one where he's like, it's a 3-player swing, a menage a trois of dodgeball, and he goes, usually you have to pay double for that kind of action.
Dude, pay extra for that, Cotton. That's right.
Those moments, and then when it finally comes down where.
Wait, they make it to the final.
Well, they're going into the final.
Yeah.
They're like we made it. And Globo Gym makes it. The Globo Gym Purple Cobras, which we didn't cover. That is so funny too. Yes.
And they come out of the smoke.
Yes. They're walking like.
We are the Globo Gym Purple Cobras, and we will rock you.
So retarded.
Don't you feel like that was like a last right before they came out? Ben Stiller was like, "We're doing this.
I feel like that was written day one. For
so they wrote it down, and then the script formed around.
Yes,
was
the
around him.
He's like, we're gonna have a team of like a gym that's like at every man's gym, and then an asshole gym, but the asshole gym has to be the Purple Cobras.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're gonna rock us.
Yes.
So
Ben Stiller's character, White Goodman, offers Vince Vaughn's.
Because things are not going well.
Because they're like, Pete, you think we have a shot? And he's
afraid to play
as long as we have
Globo
patches.
Gym.
As long as we have patches, we'll be fine.
And Patches dies.
And it cuts to a casino bar and grill that says "Luck of the Irish," and they're putting up the sign. And he's like, "Tomorrow we're gonna pecker slap those Globo Gym panties."
Jeez.
Got him. And he rolls under the sign and it falls and kills him. And so they're all sitting around bummed at the restaurant, and Kate goes up to Pete and she's like, "You got to say something to him." And he chugs the rest of his drink. He goes, "Yeah, I guess they don't really make us. Sorry, your coach got crushed by 2 tons of irony Hallmark card."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he tries to pick him up. He tries to get him going, and they just won't take it. They're depressed, and they start bickering with each other.
Yeah.
And they go through the whole thing with Steve the Pirate, where he yells.
Yeah,
like,
he's coming out of the bathroom. He's like, "You're Peter," and he's like, "You're not a pirate." And then he's walking on the Vegas Strip, and people are making fun of him. They're like, "Go back to Treasure Island," and they hit him with a shake.
Poor Steve.
Terrible.
He has like a horrible 30 minutes. Like it's really bad.
It's well, and then then White comes in and offers Peter a deal,
$100,000.
Yeah, he's going to give him $100,000 to buy him out that night and have him forfeit.
Dodgeball tournament. Money.
So Peter ends up taking the money, and then
wait before that, where he's like, "I don't know if you've ever seen $100,000 except in the movies."
Oh my god!
And they open the briefcase, and it's one stack.
It's just a stack.
He just brought hundreds, so it doesn't look like anything at all.
Doesn't fill the suitcase. It's just sitting right in the middle. And he's like, "Michelle was having digestive issues. I hope you don't mind." He's like, "Would you close that?" For all of us.
Yes, for all of us. That's right, dude. Yeah, they're way too close together.
And so then they end up going into the final match, and no Steve the Pirate.
Yeah.
No Peter.
Justin's late because he had to go because the
girl
girl's
showed
boyfriend
up.
fell off the roller coaster.
That's right. It broke every bone in his body.
Just like the headband man said. Only he didn't die. He just broke every bone in his body.
So he's late. They're late. Yeah.
So he
And
goes.
him and his Dwight. That's who Dwight is. His name is Dwight.
The guy with the headband?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. That's why Dwight kept coming up.
Oh,
But
man.
So Justin makes it back.
But they're still one short.
Right. And Peter shows up.
Well, and he's sitting in the airport about to leave.
And Lance Armstrong comes in.
Lance Armstrong.
Which this held a lot different weight
Back
at the time because
this was during
he
the
only
whole-
had one ball but no doping.
But he had 6 titles at the Tour de France.
Right.
But this was like during like the Livestrong era with like remember those wristbands like everybody and their brother had?
Yeah, dude. He had ball cancer and he won 6 titles.
Brain, lung,
7.
and testicular cancer.
But it started with the balls.
Yeah, and metastasized.
That's how they get you. The balls.
Dude, you want to check me?
No, I'm good.
Okay, later.
Perhaps
You're
later.
medical. You got to.
Perhaps later.
It's your fault.
He's like,
It's got to be your bull.
but
He's like,
so
he's
anyway,
like, I guess if nobody ever quit when the going got tough, then they wouldn't have anything to regret for the rest of
their lives. That's it.
he says the funniest shit to him, and then Peter decides like, fuck it, and goes back to join his team and fight to win the dodgeball tournament. Fight to win the dodgeball tournament.
And they're presenting the trophy to Dwight. It's William Shatner.
Yes.
With the big scepter.
Yeah. They show up. They end up like dodgeballing.
And he's like, whoa, but he's like, no. And Gordon's like, no. The judges can overturn the chancellor's decision with a 2/3 vote. And he's like, what? He's like, it's a bylaw. And White's like, what's a bylaw? And you get the first judge is like, yeah. And the second judge,
no.
The first judge is somebody famous too. The second judge is not.
I can't remember. And then
anyway, sorry, throw it off.
Pans to the third judge, and it's Chuck Norris, and he's like.
And this was in the height of Chuck Norris jokes.
And like Walker, Texas Ranger.
Chuck
and all
Norris
that.
jokes.
And he's
sure.
like, thank you. He's like, thank you, Chuck Norris. And he goes, no, thank you, Peter.
You know, Chuck Norris doesn't mow his grass. He dares it to grow.
Dares it, yeah. He doesn't do push-ups.
When he does, he pushes the world down.
Yeah.
Dude, the most awkward thing ever. I was leading a small group, a children's small group of church
Chaz was
goers.
Oh, okay.
And we had a special guy in there,
Yeah.
and he loved Chuck Norris jokes. And there was a joke was something along the lines of like, you know, you're messing with your waitress, and you end up like, oh, you fuck your waitress for the steak or whatever.
Jeez,
but it wasn't like a joke that you would tell there.
yeah.
But here. And not only that, but he did it the day of the Chili Cook-Off, which is like a huge country concert down here.
Yeah, and kids had like shown up.
And
hammered.
one of the guys that showed up was completely obliterated drunk. Like,
Oh, wow.
He left the chili cook-off to make it to this small group and was blasted drunk. And I'm like, you could have just stayed at the chili cook-off,
You didn't need to come, bro.
Like, we'll see you next week, like, for sure. But, we
all went around telling, like, our favorite ones. Like, it was like, God said, let there be light.
We had done that, and we did that for weeks.
And Chuck Norris said, say please, or something like that. We
stopped.
Yeah.
And he kept bringing, like, stacks of them. And I would let him normally, like, okay, you can tell one, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, and this week he was like, hey, Chuck Norris, and he fucked his waitress. And I'm like, I don't think that's how the joke goes, dude. You're missing the punchline. Maybe part of the setup, maybe the whole thing. I don't know.
Moving right along.
It was so funny, though. And, like, because everybody in there was like, they got it. Like,
so now,
whatever.
like, that's another one of our inside things.
Yeah,
like,
you can be like, hey, fucking Chuck
or like
Norris.
somebody will tell a bad joke, and like me and Tyler look at each other like, Chuck Norris.
You could like fuck your waitress. Like, what?
Oh man, I would love to know the punchline. I did. Well, one time
I'll tell you sometime what it is.
We're getting off topic, and but one time I did an open mic at a Laughing Skull, and I tried to do my 10 minutes, and this guy
10
got
minutes
up,
a long time.
Yeah, this guy got up ahead of me, and his closing joke, like his closer, was, the best thing about 9/11, and for the life of me, I can't remember the punchline he said because there was just gasps.
Oh,
and this was in Georgia. There's just everyone's going, what? Like,
what's insane to think to me now that you mention that? They're getting ready to come out with the next Call of Duty, which is like Black Ops 6 or some crap.
Yeah.
Black Ops again.
9/11 is supposed to be in the game.
No way.
Oh.
Dude.
Like, what?
There's a line, and I think that might be it.
Well, they already got in hot water with that
where he
the
shoots,
No Russian mission where you
where
go
he
through
shoots
the
up the
airport.
airport.
Yeah. But like, so that
9/11?
that guy got done, and he's like walking, and he's like, so that any questions from the audience or something? And like one guy in the back goes, "How about you explain that joke?" And he just literally
funny.
he put the mic up and he walked.
That's
off.
funny. That's funny.
And I kept thinking about sitting back there. I was like, I kind of want to try to pick up that joke, but what can I can't do anything.
No.
And I'd be like, well, I guess one thing is like all the Toby Keith albums that came out were just like, we'll put a Buddha in your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like a year there of 9/11 country music that came out, and that was amazing.
Dude, it's crazy because after he died, like, he was he got so much crap for that song.
Yeah.
But it's like the people spoke. You know what I mean?
Song, yeah.
Where it's like, fuck you. Like, yeah, of course we're going to put a boot in your ass. Like, it's kind of the same thing that's going on.
I was gonna say,
anyway, bring this movie around. Bring it around.
You had the
Wait. So best part of the whole movie.
Okay.
You get out there. They're having it's fun. It's fun to watch. They're hitting in the comedy box, what they call it, where it's like the head and the balls. The whole movie, the people hitting the head and the balls, and they're joking around about how like they were trying to like keep it fresh by like, oh, we missed you, and the guy's walking with the popcorn, and he gets hit in the balls. Oh, okay, that's funny. It's really funny.
There's a souvenir for a lucky fan cat.
So it comes down to
Peter.
like Ben Stiller throws the ball and hits the girl in the face.
Yeah.
Which
Right.
Headshot.
just
Count.
when she's already out and he knows it's clear she's out. So it's like,
Oh, she dives
they're
to
just
protect Peter.
pushing you and pushing you and pushing you to hate White Goodman so much more than you already do because he's such a piece of shit. And then so you get to the end and White steps over the line as he throws the ball and hits. Now originally, I don't know if this is true or not because they did a lot of effing with us with the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
But supposedly it was supposed to end.
Yeah, like they were just supposed
Like
to lose.
Globo Jim was supposed to win,
Yeah.
and they were supposed to lose, and that was the end. Done.
Okay.
I would have hated this
The
movie.
ending, yeah.
And because you get so many more funny moments after this that you know.
Yeah.
But so it comes down to sudden death.
Yeah.
And Peter has the super awesome moment where he pulls out Patch's like scarf and he holds it out and he's like,
talk to me.
tell me. And what does he say?
Listen to your shit stain.
Crotch stain.
Crotch stain.
Yeah. Listen to your crotch stain. And then he tells him like,
remember your training. You can do it. I believe in you.
and then here we go. Best part.
Bye-bye.
Best part. One of my favorite parts of this whole movie is when he does that, when he's like, Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So funny.
Bye-bye.
And then so Peter blindfolds himself, and we get Cotton say, or
Well, he's
Pepper
like-
say to
he's like,
Cotton,
Well, Peter
not gonna be
LaFleur
able to-
has elected to blindfold
he's
himself.
not going to be able to see very well with that on, Cotton.
Oh, we skipped one though, where it's like it looks like average Joes will have to forfeit the match. It's a bold strategy.
See how it pays off for him, Cotton. But so he blindfolds himself,
gosh.
and they're standing, whatever away, and
Well, they
it's totally stupid because White totally says like, "It's coming at you."
Well,
throws the ball at him. I was
best-
like, "What a dumbass!"
But the best is when he's explaining it. He's like, double line infraction. He's like, Section 112B, sudden death. And he does like the Sub-Zero
he
win
does.
pose where he's straight up. And the commentary from the other guy, not Jason Bateman, he's like,
from
you're about
Cotton.
to witness something that we haven't seen since the great dodgeball catastrophe of 1912. Now, I've seen a lot of things, and I've seen a grown man satisfy a camel. Nothing like you're going to watch right now. And yeah, so he does the thing where he grabs the ball
Yeah.
and they're in a triangle and they can't move.
Yeah.
And he fake throws it and Peter doesn't flinch and he goes, Air Goodman coming at you.
Yeah.
And he throws it.
like,
and,
I'm going to throw it now.
and Peter
Yeah.
does like the Matrix dodge,
Yes.
grabs his ball
Brilliant.
and hits White. And
Dude, and not only that, but hits him hard enough with like this one knee kind of sidearm throw to throw White like 30 feet back. Like, it
he
would
has
have
to
been
be-
so funny if he like slammed through the plexiglass and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
out
so he
of the
picked
stadium.
up by his own teammates. Yeah.
That's right.
And so then afterward,
Well, he basically explains that he's like, doesn't matter.
yeah, he's like, you signed the gym over to me last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I win.
I wouldn't sell it to you.
Facial. I wouldn't sell it back to you for all King Midas silver.
Silver. This.
Stupid ass.
And so he's like, that's right, Dwight. I can't make you sell Globo Gym back to me.
Well,
But
they're
I-
like,
Yeah.
and he's
what
like,
are we going to do?
But
And,
money
and
won.
where's Steve the Pirate?
Well, no, but he's like, money won is a lot sweeter than money earned.
Yeah.
Now he's a philosophizer.
And then the
They're like, here you're
Dwight
winning, Mr.
with the headband is
Yeah.
like, hey man, talking to the guy who
like-
plays JP
Yeah.
and
He's like-
but he's like, hey man,
Owen.
where's Steve?
Owen.
Yeah, Owen. He's like, where's Steve the Pirate? And he's like,
He's a guy.
what do you mean? And he's like,
a guy.
the guy on our team that dresses like a pirate.
Scurvy.
And he's like, there's a guy on our team that dresses like a pirate.
Yeah.
And like then they roll out the
money.
treasure chest that says Deus Ex Machina on the front. It
does.
Is like, what?
Yeah, why?
This is weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
But he had taken the 100,000 and bet on Globo Gym.
Right, which
And-
is like 50 to 1,
Yeah.
going off at 51, and they're like, how much is that? And
Owen
$50,000.
throws
it's
out.
like $50,000, and the what's her name?
Kate is
Kate's
like
$5 million, and he's like, I wouldn't sell it to you back for all of King Midas and
He's
silver.
like, I think
Yeah.
I'll just have to take
And he
a
goes,
stay
oh no,
here.
it's no problem because I invested in the controlling stake
Stake
of
of
Globo
Globo
Gym.
Yeah.
So everything you own.
And he's like, that's preposterous. I'd never allow that to happen.
Globo Gym is a publicly traded company. You have no control over what
And he
happens.
goes, so I'd own Globo Gym, and as of and everything Globo Gym owns,
Which means-
which as of last night is
Is
average
Average Joe's
Joe's.
Gym.
And he's
Yeah.
like,
Which
he's
means
I'm your new boss.
You're a boss.
I'm your new boss, right? No, you can't be my own boss. I'm my own boss. I created myself.
Which these moments are the moments
You're
that
fired, pal.
this is an extension of the
Yeah.
character from Heavyweights.
Oh,
These
yes.
flashes.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
Tony Perkins. Tony
He's,
Perkins heavyweights.
he's
yeah.
percolating right now.
Yeah. I love that Ben Stiller reprised that role as being like, I'm a fitness like guru guy.
But
and
as
he's gonna be in this.
as he's getting ushered off the court, there's a kid with a hot dog, and he's like, "Give me that."
that, yeah.
And he's
And
like,
he's shoving it in his
"Yes,
mouth.
yes."
Eating. Oh, dude.
But-
And then go
Then Steve the Pirate walks out with a brand new haircut in a red
a
polo
Lacoste,
shirt.
a
Yes.
Lacoste polo.
Polo shirt. And
And he's like, "Hey, Peter."
dude, when he walks up, it still makes me laugh out loud when
Owen.
Owen, who plays JP in Grandma's Boy,
yes. Yeah.
goes, hey, look, it's Steve the Pirate.
Steve the Pirate.
Oh my God, it makes me laugh every time.
And
It's
Dwight is
such a
like-
good
And
joke.
Dwight is like,
Yeah, he's like, you fucking piece of shit.
the best then is that he's like, "Peter, I thought a lot about what you said, and I guess I'm not really a pirate." And he's
Yeah.
like, "I don't know, Steve. If you're not a pirate." And he opens the treasure chest, and he's like, "Who am I going to share all that buried treasure with?" And he's like, "Gar,
Well,
Peter,
and he's
Gar,
like,
Steve."
Yar, Steve.
Yar.
He's like,
And
Yar.
then he runs over, and he's like, "Ha!"
Yes.
He like gets back with his teammates, and then you end on the funny infomercial where he's like, "Hey, I'm Peter LaFleur, and I'm here to tell you you're perfect just the way you are.
Yeah.
But if you feel like getting healthier, losing a few pounds, or just making some friends, Average Joe's is the place for you." And it's Dwight sitting on his couch, fat again, surrounded by food. He's like, it's bullshit.
Titties.
No, he's like, it's bullshit. I won that tournament.
Yes.
Fucking Chuck Norris. Fucking Chuck Norris.
The fact that Ben Stiller thought we need to give them this stinger scene for the credits, because like it kept people in their seats
funny
to watch fat Ben Stiller.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
When he comes back at the end, hilarious. And he does that where he's like, "Oh,
you happy?
We're supposed to win, the American audiences." Because apparently when
they screened the movie,
when they tested it, like the Average Joe's losing tested horribly. But when they did the whole ending we see, it did really well. So they, and like the director walked off.
Oh, really?
Like, he was like,
he wanted them to lose. Okay.
Like, this is the movie I wrote. This is the way we go. And the studio was like, no, like
you gotta
we go
the
with what the
what
audience.
Yeah. And we're trying to make money here.
It's really funny too because it's kind of true where Ben Stiller is like, "Oh, I just want to be entertained." the American audience is so like uneducated or whatever or unphilosophical.
Uncultured swine.
Yeah, uncultured swine. Yeah, and he's like saying how like you would come to the movies just to be entertained. I'm like, yeah, that's why I come to the movies to be entertained.
You go be philosophical.
Right,
I'll come for the movie.
I don't need to be deep and thoughtful.
Yeah, what you had before was a metaphor for a crap movie.
That's right. Sorry. But yeah, and then he does like, "Oh, fine, I'll show you." It's like, my milkshake.
And then the way he ends it is like, "Is that better? Fatty make a funny?"
Yeah, that's it. Fatty make a funny.
He's so funny at that.
Oh my god, I love this. I love this movie.
It's just one of the best
so
movies.
good. I requested to do this. This was my request.
Yeah, we were like, we need another movie. What are we gonna do? And then immediately you were like, Dodgeball now.
Well, I was watching TV and it was like, oh, introducing like new movies to Hulu or whatever.
Yeah.
Dodgeball was one of them, and I was like, Dodgeball.
Bring it. Yeah. 2005, I feel like right now, as of this year, is like that's the great cutoff for us. Like, is it just a little, just
2007, because that was like my senior year of high school.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Good.
Oh man, so thank you again for joining us, Tyler. You want to bring us home?
Yeah, we really appreciate it. You know, I say it every time, but we really appreciate you guys listening. Thank you so much. I hope you have as much fun as we do. You can hear how stupid we are and how much we laugh doing this. Check us out on YouTube where you can actually see us. Maybe you'll only do it once and you'll never come back. Maybe, but
try it once. Let us know.
You know, turn on those notifications. Click that like button. But most importantly, all those notification stuff give us popularity and maybe in the future funding and stuff like that. But more than anything, we want comments that what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to do, what you guys like, what you guys don't like. We're trying to put this show on for you guys, not just for us. We can get together every week and talk about movies. We don't need to record it and film it. Yeah. We want you to be a part of it. We want to build a community around this. We want to, put stuff out there on the shop like we showed earlier with these sweet ass cups. Like they really are super dope. I'm super glad that Matt brought these in for us to have, and thank you again. But check out Sunny D. Their vodka drinks, their vodka seltzers are delicious.
They're the fuel of this.
It's not a whiskey drink, but it's a vodka drink.
And drink responsibly always.
Please. Yeah.
But check out our Shopifys and our Etsy shops. Check us out on Instagram and all your social medias, nostalgialand.podcast.
Yeah.
Participate. We love you guys, and we really appreciate you guys listening. I hope you guys are having as much fun as we do. Until next week,
I'm Matt.
I'm Trey.
And I'm Tyler. Cowabunga.